And we're back with another episode of Legacy Over Ego, brought to you by Rock Boys Network. It's Mr. Have a Great Day on purpose. You be safe, so don't gotta be dangerous. Understand this podcast is about brothers. Brothers having real conversation, helping other men speak their minds. We hoping that one day a brother will see this and want to start a podcast for himself. So where him and his brothers can have real conversations. Who I got in the studio with me tonight?
Your boy Dacio Cole.
All right, fellas. So tonight's episode is gonna be about business and pleasure. Is it a good idea to mix them or keep them separate? All
Oh,
right, CEO.
favorite
So I'm gonna let you start this one off. Cause I want to see where you want to take this at.
No,
Oh,
I didn't think I said pleasure. I think I said business and friendship. But we can, whatever, however you want to say it.
he did.
Um,
My bad.
yeah, yeah,
But we can mix all three. We can have
yeah,
all
yeah.
three.
We can mix all three: business,
Yeah,
pleasure,
yeah. We can have.
friendship, all types of stuff. So for me, when it comes to potentially starting a business, say with family, we're gonna go there.
Okay.
Uh, it's rocky. It can be rocky. Just thinking about it out loud. One, you know. It's your family, and sometimes family fuck you over quicker than friends. To be honest, this just throw it out there. And two, I say family could be your down, could pull you down. Meaning, if you give a family member a job, they might not work as hard as a regular person. So when it comes to stuff like that, you never. Sometimes you don't want to mix the two unless y'all on the same page, like y'all got the same vision in the line. Prime example, the Rock Boys Network. Me and Matt are in line with this, so this is not, something where it can go left because pretty much everything we do, we run it past each other. So it's open. It's an open line of communication. And if he want to do something, he runs it by me. If I want to do something, I run it by him. And it's just this communication is everything when you hopefully running the business with a family member. And just wait for the money to come later on.
All right, podcast. How you feel about it?
Perspective. It's from a pleasure perspective. Mixing business with pleasure, it has its downfall, right? um, I mean, of course, 'cause the thing is, like, usually feelings come involved, and then, like, you always, again, you gotta keep it professional at the same time. So it's like, what do you want to do? Do you want to stay down this business route? Do you want to stay down the professional route where you need to maintain your job? Or do you want to go with the nonsense that comes with the pleasure? Again, it's a double-edged sword where you want to go. Of course, you always want to have fun when you're in business. You want to always have fun. You always want to enjoy yourself in some aspect. At the same time, you always want to make sure you tap back in when you need to tap in on that pleasure side. So, prime example, which is why I made the faces I made when you first said the topics. I was like this, oh shit. I've been in those situations, maybe a couple occasions. It doesn't necessarily always work out the best because, again, if something doesn't necessarily work out, you still got to work with that person. What do you do then? You get what I'm saying? How do you handle that? It's always important to make sure that there's an established role, there's an established boundary. Because if you don't establish some boundaries, you bound to drizzle. That's without giving any names.
That's good. For me, business and family, like CEO said, it's all about truthfully about alignment. I'm saying, let's be realistic. We know all who, if we pay attention to our family, we know who's about making money and who wants a free ride. And truthfully, I'm saying those that want a free ride, I'm saying you got to kind of keep them out of certain things. I'm saying at the end of the day, everybody has a lane. I'm saying, and like for y'all too, like you said, y'all know y'all are aligned with this, so don't nothing go on without y'all talking to each other and getting the okay from the next one. So that's that's what we have to do in life. Like, okay, who do I know I can really rock with? I'm saying that's going to see business all the way through, no matter what. It ain't gonna be no, oh man, look out for me because I'm your cousin. Oh man, don't look out for me because I'm your uncle. Nah, but it's business. We talking about making dollars and cents that feed families. So when that come on in the line, I'm saying it does blur things because, like you said, a lot of people try to that be their fallback. Well, I'm your cousin, I'm your uncle, I'm your brother. I don't care about none of that. When it's time to go get this money, we need to go get this money, and we need to do it legitly. So it's all about being mindful, being aligned, and like Matt said, like podcast said, having those boundaries. Because boundaries isn't rejection. Boundary is how we're gonna run things, so that way when emotions get involved, we got something that we can lay out. Because this was what was set in stone from the beginning. So as long as you establish those proper boundaries, and then you actually know who you're dealing with, because like I said, every family member ain't meant for you to make money with. So there's that. Now the pleasure side of it, I don't mind, man, mixing business with pleasure. At the end of the day, again, if you have the right amount of boundaries set in stone from the beginning, the conflict doesn't come. A lot of times we want to make boundaries after the fact, after the feelings done got involved,
Yep.
after things done went left. Now we want to establish the boundaries to prevent that. A lot of that conflict is, hey, win, lose, or draw. If we remain together or not, we know we're here to make money. We're here to make a certain product. We need to stick to that. Don't nothing just because you my lady or just because you a chick I'm creeping with or whatever doesn't change the fact that we still doing business, and business got to be handled regardless of how you feel about me. You could be upset with me, whatever. Go get this money straight. Then after that, if you don't want to talk, we ain't got to talk until you ready. But we gotta make this money. But like I said, that comes from again making the appropriate boundaries set in stone from the beginning. A lot of times, like I said, we wait too late. We wait until after the conflict has come up or after the pleasure has started happening. And then now we want to try to set boundaries. And
They
at that
become
point, now the boundaries have been crossed, and now it's like, okay, well, why would you start doing this now? Because you ain't been doing it.
they become
CEO, how you feel about the
yeah.
pleasure?
Pleasure. I've done it before in my younger days where somebody had worked for me and started messing around. Uh, it gets. I don't care for it honestly because like you said, if we just messing around, then you get mad at me. Now you don't want to do your job. Now we got a problem. Now we got a problem because now you messing with me, my livelihood because if something ain't getting done, then they're looking at me, and then you messing with your own livelihood because I mean, if I gotta fire you, if it comes down to me and you, baby girl, it's you. It's you. It's you. I'm telling you that now. So like I've done it before. I mean, of course, I can't do it now. I'm married. After that first time, I was done, bro. Like I did it. I mixed business and pleasure. I'm like, motherfucker get mad at you because of something, and then they bring it to work, and it's like, I'm not. No, we're not doing that. Like I'm not talking to you. Like nigga, I gotta talk to you, nigga. we at work. Like so, yeah. I probably would never ever do that mess again in life. Well, like I said, I can't. But I would advise people not to do it. If you can keep it separate because at the end of the day, if it comes down to them or you, you're going to pick yourself. You're not
You
going to
pick yourself.
sacrifice yourself for them, especially if it's a nice paying job and it's something that you can thrive in later on throughout life. So yeah, I say hell no, run from
So So let me ask you this: since
it.
you
Go ahead.
said that you're married, so if your wife wanted to come work where you are, since you're a
No,
supervisor, so
nope,
she could never come there.
she can't work with me. No, no.
All right, hey
She can
man.
work on a different shift. She can work on a different shift. She can't work underneath my shift.
Oh, okay, okay. I podcast. How you feel about it? I'm saying, could you and your old lady work together?
So it's funny. I have worked with. I've done it a couple times. Like I'm.
Okay.
Let me say, I'm probably a habitual person that does it.
You live up to your name, savage, huh?
Literally, I'm a habitual person
Yes,
that does it.
yes.
And I say that
Motherfucker
is
don't
only
learn.
because of the fact like you wind up learning people and you wind up picking up their qualities like that might attract you or you may attract to them. But either way, when I work with somebody on, like under me, we would have to literally like CEO said, work different shifts. Um or just work in different environment in different like locations of the business. We can't be in the same realm. Um we walk too many circles. Again, there's room for misinterpretations as far as like because again I worked in the hospital, so again like you talk to patients, you interact with patients, and so and so may pick it up. Oh, you was out here talking to her, you was out here flirting with her. No, I'm just a friendly person. I'm just doing my job. I'm being a presentable. You know what I'm saying? I'm showing hospitality. It's not just because of the fact that I might have to attend to this person more doesn't necessarily mean that I'm actually interested in that person. Maybe I have a better rapport with that person. Maybe I can get across to that person a little bit more. It's not to say that I'm involved with them or we're involved with each other. You know what I mean? So I've been there.
But
Again, it's not fun. It all
but that's
depends.
when, not to cut you off, but that's when that's what stuff happens right there. Or you can talk to her more than you can talk to me. And that's unnecessary shit in the work business that nobody wants.
This is true.
Oh, for sure. Oh, for
This is
sure.
true. At the same time, it's like the establishment as far as who we are and what we do was already there
Uh-huh.
from the beginning. The reason why you talking to me here at the job is because you see how I interact with people. That's not to say that one's special over another. You know that all right, cool. I can click it on here at work. When I go back home, it's about you. You know what I'm saying? My priorities and my again, I keep saying my boundaries are at a point at work and they're not being crossed at work.
Hmm.
Therefore, again, when I'm at home, you should understand that that boundary was never crossed at work. You know what I'm saying? If we want to talk about my boundaries a little bit more, we can. If you need me to tighten up on certain things that you may not like, we can talk about it. I'm saying
So,
not to say I'm gonna change my whole personnel, my like who I am. Come, of course, I'm me. Go ahead.
so I got a question. I got a question for you real quick. Does it matter if you met the girl at work before, or did you meet her? Did she end up working at your job?
Oh, did she come? Oh, you saying in my personal situation?
I'm just saying in general. Like, think about that, right? So, if you meet a girl at work, right? She
Mm-hmm.
working with you.
Mm-hmm.
The quality that she liked from you
Mm-hmm.
was you showing her attention and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, boom, she see you doing it to somebody else. What she think? She thinking the same way he got me. He going to get her
At work.
at work. You did it before, so what would stop you from doing it again?
Again, when I'm locked in, I'm locked in. That's the thing,
I,
right?
right.
Go ahead.
But my thing is, you're not even doing it to even try to get with the girl. You're just being yourself. Like you said, you're at work, you're talking, you're being cordial.
Yeah,
And that's how you got the other chick. That's how you got your main chick. If you see you doing that to another chick, but your mission ain't to get with her, you just being yourself. You just talking, being cordial.
that's again. That's the
Now
community.
here comes
Yeah,
the conflicts, right?
right,
I understand it, bro.
right,
And
right.
think about
No,
this,
no.
Joe.
Go
We
ahead. Go
all
ahead.
done laid our cards out
I'm
before
listening.
for females, and vice versa. The females that laid it out for men. Emotions get involved. People do not think straight. We all know that, bro. Men
Fact.
and female. We don't.
Facts.
So if a female sees you giving another woman attention, even if it's harmless, it's attention. And y'all in the workplace, it's going to be tension at home when you get
That's why I said we can't work in the same
home.
realm. We can't be. We can. No, that's what I said. We can't be in the same. Like, all right. So say I work in the behavioral health department, right? I can't have you in the behavioral health department, right? You know what I'm saying? I can't have. We can't be on the same shifts. We can't do that. We can do like the different shifts where it's like I'm coming in, you leaving out, that type thing. But we can't have it at the same time. The same time, ain't it's bound to drown. Like I said, it's bound to drown. Why? Because thing is, it's like that's always about to happen, and that seems like again the theme that always happens. Like when it
Mhm.
did, you know what I'm saying? Somebody would try to say, "Oh, nah, you not here," no, but right then again it becomes a conflict. But it's not really a conflict for me because the thing is, like you keep doing it enough. What's my last name? I ain't gonna take it too much. It ain't gonna last but so long. Again, you gonna get cut. You gonna get snipped. Why? Because the thing is like you should know who I am. You should know that I respect the boundary. You should know for a fact that the boundary should never be crossed. And that's the communication that was already established from the get go. So it won't be on me. It's gonna be on her. You feel me? But as for the family part, so with family, working with family is definitely hard. Working for a family is definitely hard. And it's like again, you have those that be like, well, yo, look out for me, do all this, blah blah blah. They try like you have ones that try to get over, try to like work the system. Depending if they know the system, they come in, may know like a certain field. Based off of what you tell them, the report that you give to them, and they might run with it. But they might sit there and think this, oh well, since I'm this person, I can get over. You know what I mean? It don't necessarily work like that. It's not gonna always work like that. And I've been there too. I've been there too. Um, it wasn't necessarily the best, but it was something that was necessary. Like it was something that was needed. Like I needed this. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't necessarily be a long term thing. But it was something that just needed to be for the time being. Um, did it end well? No, not really. But at the same time, it was a learning curve for both of us. And so that's what you definitely got to take from. But communication is a big thing when it comes to working with family.
Oh, that's for sure. As far as me and my old lady working together, nah. Um, I've tried it. Um, it wasn't that it was stressful. It's just that when people know that your spouse is there or the person that you're talking to is there, to me, a lot of unnecessary drama comes. Guys try to be funny.
Yeah,
He try to walk to that area all of a sudden. He got to be there a little longer than what he normally would be.
yeah. It's
So
a room for
there's
that. I
that.
get
Yeah. Then like you said, you had the ladies. Don't say they trying to be funny. You know she down there. Now you want to come ask me. Now you know you don't talk to me any other day, but all of a sudden now you find out I'm talking to Shirley. Now you want to come down here, be in my face, ask me all types of questions for
Not
what?
Shirley.
So 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 now you
Not Shirley.
yeah. So now Barbara now you want Barbara to act up.
Right.
For
Shirley and
all,
Barbara.
That
now you
nigga
want to
crazy
yeah.
right
That nigga country.
now, now you want to have these conversations for what? Because it's unnecessary. So like y'all said, I agree 100%. If we gonna work, we can work at the same place, long as we work at different shifts or different departments, to where we don't even have to see each other, deal with each other until we get home. Because the unnecessary conflict is going to arise. I'm saying, be
now.
it like you said, you in a woman face too long. Like you said, maybe it's innocent, but I'm saying she came and asked me a question. I'm chopping it up. I'm being my charismatic self. You come around the corner, you see the tail end of it, not knowing what's what. You automatically frustrated. Oh, you trying to get another like Shorty? I was telling Shorty how to get to the bathroom. I was go
Wow, so
ahead.
you can follow her in there?
go, go ahead. Yeah, go.
The co-worker's perspective, client perspective.
Oh well.
Yeah.
So for sure. So I'm definitely a proponent for not me and the old lady working together. I have had where I'm saying I met a young lady at the job. I'm saying she came on and we started getting together. And shortly after, man, I want to say probably she came that October, I think, bruh, by mid March, because I was about it. I knew I couldn't deal with it. I was and I didn't want to have to deal with unnecessary conversations. Somebody's going to I can't stop women from talking to me at this job no more than you can stop guys talking to you. So before we have this type of conflict, it's best we go ahead and I'm saying I find something else or you find something else, so that way we both can still have a good paying job. Because if
Yeah,
not,
no.
well, somebody gonna be upset when somebody can't cover their half of the rent. Um, but nah. As far as working for family, I do believe in nepotism. I think that we as black folks have to get out of that mindset that nepotism doesn't work. But again, with using nepotism, you know who want to work and who don't. I'm saying family wise, I'm saying again, we know a lot of our family. We know who gonna get up every day and come to work, and we know who gonna come to work and bullshit. Um, I've been the recipient of nepotism. My older sister got me a job out there where she works at. So I gave her a solid. She said, "Hey, I just need for your last 3 months. Now, if you carry it over past 3 months, that's fantastic. But just give me 3 months." And like I told her, I said, I'm definitely gonna give you 3 months because again, you're putting your name on the line. That means something to me, and I know your name means something to you. So I can't come out here and be on the humbug shit, fucking up your good name. Because I'm saying, as a brother, as a family member, how would I feel if you did that to me? So I wound up staying out there a year and a half. We wound up hitting a boiling point with it. I called my big brother up. He got me on to his spot. I've been there. Same thing I told him. He told me the same thing. Give me 3 months. Let me get my little hiring bonus for you being out here. And after that, I don't care what you do. Just give me 3 months. I've been out there going on 4 years. But like I said, in the beginning, my mindset was I got to keep my brother's name in good standing. I ain't trying to cause no trouble. I ain't trying to cause no, like, now I ain't finna put up with no bullshit, but I also ain't gonna fall for no unnecessary okie doke either. Cause folks do know that he my brother, and I do know folks are gonna try say little slick shit, things like that to get under my skin, maybe have me act out. And I was like, nah, we can't fall for stuff like that. But again, everybody knows who in their family works and who in their family, you know what I'm saying, is always looking for the free ride and handout. So there's that.
Yeah,
Now
good.
go ahead.
I say putting your name on the line for somebody to get a job, especially in a position that I've been in as a supervisor. I only done it for two people. That's it. And people know that like I don't care, and I tell you flat out, especially if you're gonna be working directly for me, I don't care, bro. I will fire you in a heartbeat. I don't care. I tell you, if I gotta sit down and do a write up, I don't care if you're a cousin, I don't care if you're my mother at the time. Yes, you get fired. Yes, you get your ass dragged. I'm just like everybody say. I'm big on my name being who I am, and I got in on my job on somebody else's name. And the crazy part is, I ended up becoming their supervisor. So that tells you right there, like I don't play around with it. So I'm not gonna put my name on the line for nobody if I know you ain't gonna do nothing right about it. Like we said, we all know who the cousin is that ain't gonna go to work. We know it. We know
Yeah.
it. Ain't no picking, yeah, pick and choose. No, I tell you from the beginning. They be like, "Oh, good job hiring." You go on the website, but I don't know what site hiring. I don't know. I know you ain't coming to my site. I tell you that in a heartbeat.
We ain't got no openings over here.
We ain't got none. Bro. I'm down there working, doing two positions at one time. I don't even care.
I wouldn't even say
Bro, why you always go ahead?
go ahead. I said I wouldn't even say that because you said, "Oh, you working? Why you gotta work two positions? Give me one of them." I was like, "Well, you know, no, no.
No, I
We
ain't talking about
full.
like the
We full.
overtime.
We got full
I
staff.
like my check being crazy. That's what I tell them.
We
Shit.
got full staff.
You ain't gonna mess up my money. Nah.
Staff.
Oh yeah, that's crazy though. We think about that.
Oh yeah. So pushing the conversation forward, getting to
Uh-huh.
the actual topic. Business and friendships.
Mhm.
Is it okay to actually do business with your friends? Is every friend worth doing business with?
No.
No, no, hell
Hell, fuck no.
Come on, fellas, y'all answered that way too fast, fellas. Like,
Cause
maybe
we
y'all
cousins.
no. Who wanna
answer.
go first? Go,
Cause
go,
we
go, go.
cousins.
Listen,
It's my
go ahead,
Go
blood.
Sal.
ahead,
My
You
lead us
go
first
off.
first.
blood.
Lead,
It's
lead.
my first blood. Nah, you can't do business with friends. You can to an extent, but again, it's much like family. Because again, I'm only putting helping those that I consider family when it comes to my friends. I don't really have too many friends. I consider that like you in my circle, you my family. Simple as that. But only because again, you do that, you know their work ethic. You know who they are. You get what I'm saying? You know what type of person they gonna be. If they one that's hot in the pants that always trying to stick in jobs, trying to put something in somebody, you know you bring them into there what's about to be. But at the same time, we're not just talking about just which is pleasure. That like the intimacy part. Again, it's just like the work ethic. I'm saying like I wouldn't put my name on the line for a whole bunch of friends, knowing that they ain't gonna come through. You know what I mean? Again, I've been in that situation. My first job, Subway. Uh, I basically brought in a whole shift. I was running the shift. I brought in like a whole shift. It was like my sister. It was my man that I grew up with. Uh, another close friend. Like yeah, everybody was like a whole shift was running. Like yeah, we was running the whole shift. But it came down to certain things, just like qualities. I'm like, oh man, this man's an idiot. Like you know what I'm saying? Like, this man's an idiot. Like dog, what is you doing?
Oh
Like
man,
The niggas are
how
idiots.
are you? How you not getting the
bruh.
concept? And the concept sucks because it's like, bro, it's easy. Like it's an easy
Okay.
concept. That's why it sucks. It's like you still not getting it. Like, nigga, move. Like, all right, man. Like, you know what I mean? It gets to those points just like you know who's trustworthy, who's not. You know who those who may have a problem with sticky fingers. And you know what I'm saying? You're not gonna bring somebody with sticky fingers in, or hell no, hell no. I mean, look, shit. I can even take it further. I can talk about the damn network. Talk about the network. There are some people I know for a fact I ain't bringing up here. Why? Because this is a brand. This is my name. This is some stuff that I didn't just build. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole establishment behind it. Why in the hell would I bring you in here knowing damn well you're gonna ruin or tarnish this establishment? You know what I mean? I can't do that shit. That shit's terrible. And again, you live and you learn for certain things. You just kind of just tighten up when it comes to certain things. Keep something close to your chest versus some things you don't. We talk about the game, yeah, we can. I fuck around and play with you in the game. You know what I'm saying, shit like that. But it'll come down to like my monetary funds and all that shit. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Well, again, we eating from not just my plate, we eat from my kid plate. We ain't never eat from my kid plate. My kid can eat from your plate. He gonna ask what you eating. He might want some of your food. But you never gonna ask him what if you can have some of his food. That makes sense.
All right, CEO, how you feel about it?
You know, I'm against it. That seem like it basically also the same thing. There's some friends that you think about this, right? Uh, we have a group chat with all of us in there, right? I pretty much put everybody together, right? In the group chat. Everybody's in there basically off the premise of me,
Wasn't
which
no
is
pretty
cool.
much. You did.
I mean, yeah, I put the whole group chat together. So everybody's in there because of me, right? I have Tino, you ain't meet a quarter of my mom's side of the thing. A quarter. I ain't even being funny. You ain't meet a quarter of them. It's some of them that you probably would never meet. When you come to my party, there's some of them that won't even be at my party. I separate certain people from certain people. Certain people you didn't know. And my thing, it goes back to us even being in high school and like you said, you just learn certain tricks about people. Um, Instead, like when I used to sell weed in high school, I never had a job. I sold weed in high school. Selling weed in high school, let me know how you gonna be. Now, can people change? Yes, but the overall person who you are is who you are. So if I'm giving you an ounce of weed and you always short, when you ask me for a job later on, I'm thinking twice. Like, bro, nah, bro, I can't mess with you right. Like people, you learn lessons through people. You learn people throughout the years. So there are just certain people that I believe the answer is always no. Like, I'm sorry. I want to give you a chance. I want to give it to you. And now that I see you really like truly mature and grow, I can't do it. I won't. I won't do it. Like, I won't. Like, if you get a job working at my job, you got it on your own. Don't put me down as a reference. Because if they call me, I don't know you. I don't know you. I don't care if you told him we went to fucking elementary school. I don't know him. Period. So, because yes, in my job, I am blessed that if you put my name on a piece of paper, they're gonna call me. They're gonna be like, "Dave, is he a good worker?" And I say yes. 9 times out of 10, you know. So if that's the case, if you go with that motherfucker, and all of a sudden you work 3 days a week, you work 2 days a week, you're doing this, you're doing that, and No, bro. No. So lessons that I learned from certain people from childhood into adulthood. Now, unless you did a dramatic 180, my answer is no. I don't do business with people that one I can't trust, and I don't even put certain people around certain people because if I put certain people around certain people, they're gonna look at me like
Right.
you knew this nigga was fucked up and you put me around him. Like, why would you do that? Like, that's not good. So that's why certain people, see, you will never meet some people. In my family, one, I know how
Okay.
you are, and I know how they are. Oil and vinegar don't oil and vinegar don't mix, and Dave don't got time to be in the middle of some bullshit. So
Nope. Nope.
yeah, that's why I say
uh, um, for me, I don't mind it. I don't mind doing business with friends. I think about it right now. Um, CO coming into my life has brought me out of comfort zones. A couple of years back, I would never do this, to be honest. Not because I'm saying I don't know how to articulate myself or anything like that. It's the I don't like being seen. I tell anybody, I've always been a in the dark, in the shadows type of guy.
I feel
Um,
you.
I enjoy writing. I enjoy motivating others. But if I can do that through a text message, if I can do that through a video, and I just send it to you directly, cool.
Right.
I got no problem with it. But dealing with CO, I'm saying for the 2 years, 3 years that we've been dealing with each other now, I'm saying that we've become full fledged now. He's pushed me out of my comfort zone to be on podcasts, to want to post my stuff to YouTube so that others can see it. Cause truthfully, man, I would do my stuff and just sit with it. Like I said, I'll write. I'll saying like I got a bunch of notes right now that's just unpublished. But the more I've talked to him, and every time I call myself like trying to get away from it, he'll shoot me a text. Hey bro, hey man, this is a good topic for you to speak on. Hey bro, when you gonna get on the networking? I need at least one show from you a month. Bruh, I I thought you didn't pay attention. Like, bruh, I'm no. Like, all right, Dave, I'm working on it. All right, bro. I do once a month. But like I said, he's challenged me in that aspect to where like, okay, cool. Maybe just maybe somebody does want to see my work. Maybe just maybe my work really is influencing people. Because for a long time I said I really thought people were just feeding me bullshit. Like being polite, like not wanting to like hurt feelings, like, yo, hey man, you did a really good job here, man. I appreciate it. Woo, woo, woo. So with somebody I know, I'm saying, kind of thinks how I think, move how I move, hits me with like, yo, man, I've read some of your shit, I've heard some of your shit, and I'm like, okay, I'm moved by it. Like, I ain't really think about it from that aspect. I appreciate like it makes me say, okay, cool. So then for him to challenge me and like, yo, step out there. What you got to lose from it? If it don't blow, it don't blow. But at least I'm saying you put something out there to see. Um, so I'm definitely a proponent of it. But like I'm saying, like we've all said, you gotta pick and choose who you do business with. Because not everybody, I'm saying, is chasing the dollar for the same reason. And everybody doesn't respond to the dollar the same way. A lot of times why lines get blurred is because we're not chasing the dollar for the same reason anymore. One time it started off as feeding families. I'm saying, as you said, podcast, man, I'm trying to feed me and my little. So let's get it, let's get it, let's get it. Then as I'm saying for other people is, bro, I'm trying to stop surviving. I'm trying to live. So I got to get everything that I can, no matter how I get it, even if it got to come from you. And that can create, I'm saying, a barrier that can blur lines to the point where friendships dissolve. I'm saying even family relationships. I'm saying because once your reasoning for the dollar changes, and you how you interact and move changes, that changes everything on my end. Cause now it's like, okay, you're willing to do anything for the dollar. So now I got a question. I'm saying, how long before you come on this side of the table to come get some of mine? And then what am I willing to do to prevent you from coming across to this side? And then, and I'd much rather lose a business than lose a friend, because I'm saying I can always go somewhere else and start a new business. Because if the model makes money, it's gonna make money wherever I'm at. If I'm in your city, if I'm in my city, if I'm in your state, if I'm in my state, if I'm in somebody else's state, if the model's there, it's gonna make money. But I gotta be mindful of who I bring in, because like I said, everybody's reasoning for making money ain't the same, and that can create the headache and the problems that we run into, especially when we say bringing friends into the fold.
Like not even just like to make money. You just don't know their intentions. Like some people's intentions change before you even start making money, before you even start monetary funds. Um, and it's like, you know what I mean. In a way to speak, life like with friends is all about. It's like a lifetime job interview. You know what I mean? It's a lifetime interview that you always got to give to people. It's like the screening. I gotta see where your head is before I ever invest in you. You know what I mean? And then sometimes some people slip through the cracks. You might hire somebody that ain't really fit for this job. You know what I mean? But you learn. You learn it's like I'll never go that route again without doing this, without putting these ramifications there or these requirements, these job requirements related back to the interview thing. Um, because it's like, you know what I mean. At the end of the day, it ain't beneficial. If it ain't beneficial to you, you can't keep it around. And that goes for friendship. That goes for family too. You can't keep it around if it's not beneficial. I can't keep doing this. I can't keep helping these members, these people, because at the end of the day, they're not helping me. I'm pouring more into them by allowing them into this than what they're presenting and progressing the business. That makes sense. We
Oh
all
yeah.
been there. We all still do it. Again, it's a constant cycle that you got to always do. Even with those that you again with the ones that you pleasure, the ones that you in there for pleasure for. Again, you gotta filter them out too. So if you filter some out on an intimate level, why wouldn't you do it on a normal casual like level? You know what I mean? Like you got to do it for everybody.
But with that, I'm saying that's a good principle to have. But let's be realistic though. For a lot of people, I'm saying when it comes to anything, it's about familiarity. I'm saying I don't check you the way I check the new guy, because you supposed to know the program.
True.
So since you've been here 3 years, 4 years, 10 years, 20 years plus, all right, you know how I get down, you know how I move. So I become complacent with you because you familiar.
True.
Now the new guy that's trying to come into the fold, perfect example. It'll be us three. All right,
Mm-hmm.
y'all two are family. Y'all have known each other for 30 plus years. Y'all know how y'all move. Y'all know what that last name mean to you. So me coming into the fold is like, okay, we gotta vet him a little more. All right, he sound good, he look good. Brother seem like he on the square, but I still gotta keep my eye on him.
Mm.
Because why? Y'all know each other. Y'all are family. Y'all got the same last name, Coles. All right, this dude Roberts, I'm saying he sound good. Yeah, he friend of my cousin's homegirl.
So
Like,
with that though, it's like I'm usually one. I'll take your word, and I also create my own impression of it. You know what I mean? Like say when it comes to when it came to you again, I didn't know you when we first started, but it was just like, you know what? Dave said he was a good dude. He was in the wedding. You know what I'm saying? Like obviously he was there for a reason. So if he trusts him, I should be able to trust you too. From that
right.
point, I'm gonna build my own rapport, build my own relationship. I'm not just gonna do it based off of Dave. I'm gonna do it based off of myself and the beliefs that he may have instilled or the seeds he may have planted. Let's put it like that. Pause.
Right.
But I'm gonna make sure I water it to make sure it grows into something else that I want it to grow into. Not necessarily like my friendship ain't his friendship. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like so
As
and
as,
and
as it
and, if,
should be.
and then vice versa. Like just because of the fact that he says that yo he's the greatest dude ever. He's on everything. Blah blah blah. He can give you insights on this and this. I may not feel comfortable enough to do this that and that. I might just hit you with a surface level type friendship. And at the end of the day, it is what it is right there. Again, we create a common bond from being Pats fans, and from being Pats
Right.
fans, it grew from there. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's just how shit goes. But that's the type of person I am.
Right.
But see, then that goes back to me being the person I am. I'm not going to put people around certain people
It's a
that
fact.
I generally know that ain't going to mix. Like,
It's a
I'm
fact.
Right.
not going to do it because I don't want to get that text on the backside. Yo, what's up with that nigga? Dog, that nigga weird, bro. I don't want them text messages. You feel me? Like, I understand it. Like,
What about if you send
people,
that text message?
what about what? If I send that text message, what you mean?
Be like, this nigga weird.
But hold on, what you mean? Like, hold on, break this down for me.
All right. If you're the one that's sending the text message about the friend and everything like that, you know what I'm saying? Like let's say like you're not the one that's getting the text message saying like, well, I put these two in a position. What somebody put you in a position? Would you say the same thing? Would you do that? Would you be the one to send the text message, or would you try to like see it all the way through and like give them like you know what I'm saying, be open minded to it?
No, I ain't open minded. If I see something weird, I'm saying it. I think I got all my life. That's why I ain't got no motherfucking friends, bro. This is why I ain't got no friends, bro.
I
People
get it.
don't
I
know
get
how to.
it.
No, Jimmy. People don't know how to take me sometimes. I say shit.
Look. I know.
I say shit. Don't give a fuck. And if you don't like it,
Bye.
you don't have to be my friend.
Bye.
I got enough family. I got enough people. I don't need friends. So, like, you gotta learn how to understand me. And yes, that is the downfall of mine. I do believe that is the downfall of mine. But I'm not changing them shit, so I'm not changing. But I'm not looking for no new friends. So that's the other thing. But no. But honestly, like I said, I try to put like-minded people together. Now listen, I got a group chat with a whole bunch of ratchet niggas. And that's the ratchet nigga group chat. Then I got us. Like I understand it. Like I can be a chameleon too. I can be with the ratchet shit, of course, and I can be also laid back and chill. So like I won't put certain people in certain groups. One because like you said, a vibe. Yo, Tino, if I put him in a ratchet group, people like yo, why the fuck you got me? Matter of fact, bro, I'm removing myself out of the group chat, bro. Cause
Yeah.
on
It's
when
too
you
much.
ratchet shit, but they go a little bit too far, and I'm like, yeah. So
Right.
it's just certain shit that I wouldn't expose certain people to. Not to say that he not grown enough to handle it, because he definitely is, but who wants to open their phone to a bunch of bullshit every day? And then it's like Delaware shit, nigga, you in North Carolina, so you don't understand until we even talking about anyway. So Dave,
Right.
why do you got me in this again? What am I benefiting from this? Like nothing. Like it wouldn't make sense to put like so I try to
Mm-hmm.
keep like minded people together so if something do come of it, like say like a business venture comes, people like, all right, cool. I've been watching certain shit. I might go back and ask Dave certain things like, should I do something with this nigga? Should I do this with him or something like that? But like you said, you still create your own rapport. So when it comes back to it, some friendships is good to have a business with, some
Mm-hmm.
ain't.
Yeah.
Just some shit you can't like. You just literally know like not even talk about the network. I had this network idea 10 years ago. No bullshit. Me and Dane was supposed to start this. Me, Dane, his baby mom, and all her friends. Bro, you know why I stopped this shit? Because, like you said, people got do shit for different ideas. When people are talking about money, we ain't even record a show. We ain't even make a YouTube channel. I back the fuck out. Like, where the money gonna go? It's gonna go all the Dave banking account. Why the fuck are we talking about money? We ain't even do nothing. We didn't come up with a name for the network yet. We literally go, let's come up with a network. The girls can do their thing. We can do our thing. Blase, blase. The next thing you know, a text message come through. So where the money gonna go? What money?
So we ain't even got off the ground yet.
And we barely. I said, yo, y'all talk about what we talking about killing the dream, boy. Y'all done stumped that plane out, bro. I was done. I checked out of this shit for almost 10 years because I was somebody else. That one I knew I couldn't do business with me. You're talking about spending money when we not even there yet. Like, I'm not spending money. I'm talking about counting money when we ain't even spend money yet. You know, you got to spend a little bit to make something.
Oh, for sure.
Like, don't nothing come easy, but yeah, nah, yeah, like I said, yeah, keeping the friendship away, keeping certain people away from certain people is the business for me in itself because I don't want to hear the bullshit later on.
Fact.
Oh, for sure.
Wanna hear- that's the business right there.
Oh, for sure. Because I'm saying you never want to be in the middle of that because now
Hell no.
it's like why do I gotta pick sides? Like
Don't
I
ever put me
I
in the
I
position to pick sides. I'm
I
always
know
pick what's
who.
best for me.
You say you
I'm
gonna pick
always gonna
what?
pick the one. I said, don't ever put me in the position to pick sides. I'm always gonna pick the one that's best for me.
Me too.
Always.
Anyway,
Yeah,
Always.
man. Now I was say you better pick the one that's best for you. Now,
Shit.
long time.
you said something deep that I think a lot of us always try to subscribe to about not wanting new friends. Um, Now why is that? Why do we? It's not something I subscribe to, but I have heard it enough from a plethora of my people that I deal with. I want no new friends. Why?
So, it's not that I don't want new friends. I'm not looking for new friends. Let me
Okay.
rephrase that because in reality, I wasn't looking for you to be a friend. I mean, your wife is my best friend, and it was like, all right, cool. Let's see what this nigga's about. We both know Diddy trying to understand each other. I wasn't going to use another word, but I'm not using it. We both trying to see how we are, so it's like, all right, cool. But then it just naturally, grew to a friendship.
Right.
But I out here like, yeah, I need to add another person to my circle, But there are people out here that actually genuinely look for friends. Like, I feel like that's like almost like you just throwing a bait line out there. You don't know what you're gonna get back. So, like I said, it's not that I'm not actively looking for new friends. That's what I mean by new friends.
Okay. What about you, podcast? I'm
So
saying, are you
I'm open. I'm open. I'm the type of person that's like, yeah, like that's again. It's like. But this is why we bounce ideas off each other's head a lot. Um, I'm open to certain things, but at the same time, it's like when it comes to friendships, it comes to people being my friends, you gotta understand me first. If you can't withstand any flame, any fire I may throw your way, you know what I'm saying, then you're not gonna make it. Again, I'm a shark, bro. I'm an orca. Like how I move is a killer whale type thing. Again, I'm gonna hit you and I'm gonna hit you hard. No, like pause. Like no. Like when I ain't on malicious intent. I ain't like I'm gonna fight you or stuff like that. But again, shit I say people can't always handle. Again, much like what you said. Now I'll say things again. You gotta know how to receive that. Understand it's like I ain't being malicious. I might just literally be funny, but at the same time, my tone might be flat. But understand, I'm that type of person. I'm satirical. If you can't take satire, you ain't gonna make it around here. Again, I'm gonna pick that up easy. I might even exploit it. I might even poke it. Because the thing is like, yo, you just hella sensitive for no reason. Again, oh, I know what to say to you. I know how to push your buttons. I'm gonna exploit it. But you gotta have some tough skin when it comes to me. But even like, cause again, I got tough skin. I know how to take a joke. I know I'll be like, oh, I was like, I don't necessarily get mad about shit. I get even. So it's like, all right, you got me on there. You got me. Cool. Watch this shit. And boom. Don't get upset. Don't get mad. But people do get mad. People do get upset. People do get in their feelings. We see in the text messages all the time. Leave Savage alone.
Or
Oh, for sure.
people say, leave them cold boys alone. They don't
Yeah,
fight.
Dead ass.
man,
But and the thing is, I like people.
God.
I'm a people person. Like, you know what I'm saying? I will say that.
Leave them
Like that,
cold boys alone. If they
that's
want to
one
get
thing.
you up,
That's one thing. Like from that I didn't necessarily pick up too much from my dad was being alone. Like I don't like. I'm a people person. I'm not isolative too much. So like I could be around people and I again. But much like Dave, I said I could be a chameleon. I know how to adapt in environments. I know how to adapt to situations and people all day long. But again, them people got to adapt to me too. Like again, I'm my own person. Again, like I said, you can't take this. If you can't take this shit, don't ever try to deal it out. Don't ever, because you're gonna hurt yourself at the end of the day. And guess what? I ain't gonna care. I'm gonna just keep on pushing being me. Hello,
Oh man.
hello,
Oh,
hello.
um, oh man. For me, I'm not gonna say that I'm looking for new friends. Per se. I am like Matt. I say this. It's a combination of two. While I'm not particularly looking for new friends, like CEO said, I am open to it if you bring it. I am definitely. I side more with Matt. I am a if you I be my authentic self with you to see exactly how much of me you can handle. And if I feel like you can't handle but so much of, oh my god, y'all with y'all 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 with this Diddy stuff killing me. You too old for this shit, man. Pause. Y'all make me sick, man. Uh, as I was saying, pause. I give out doses of me to see what exactly how much you can actually deal with. Like you said, if it's a joke here or there, and I see that you sensitive, I'm going right at your throat. Cause now this one I no longer want to be friends, so now I want to get rid of you, and so I want to apply pressure to you to go ahead and get you riled up. Cause then I want to see what you're about. I'm saying, are you gonna just pout? I'm saying, are you gonna get mad and want to fight? What you really want to do? And then from
Fight
there
back.
we can handle it.
Oh, you want to
And
react?
then,
Oh, you want a reaction?
yeah, like that's what I'm looking for. Yeah,
Okay.
I want to see. I want to see how you handle it because, like you said, when I get ready to bring you into my network of friends, there are going to be people who say what they want to say, and it's going to be that
But,
either you can
but
handle it or you can't.
devil's advocate to that, right?
Okay.
If you know the person can't handle it, why would you even put them in that situation?
I
Oh,
don't
oh
know,
no,
Dave.
I'm
Why
saying.
you do that then?
Well, well,
Some people that you bring
anybody
in,
that's in that, no. Anybody that's in our group chat can handle it. It depends on how they handle it. First of all, so don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because there's some people that I wanted to put in our group chat, and Tino's attesting to this, because I know they can't handle it.
Right. Now for me, like I said, if I'm like Matt, if you can't even handle what I'm giving you, the small dose that I'm giving you, I know that you aren't going to handle a CEO well. Because he's gonna say what the hell he wanna say. It's gonna be fuck you behind it. And he gonna move on by this day.
You know,
No,
do
not
1,000 pictures.
I look. You do it from my perspective. I look at it like, yo, if they can't handle Dave, they can't handle me. Pause.
so
he
so
he's a
so
silent
that's
killer.
that's yeah, so that's how I do it. So like I had a cousin, saying he got married, he brought his wife over. Man, like she couldn't take a joke. Like she couldn't take it.
Oh,
She get hot. And my cousin is dying because he know that I mean nothing by it, so he cracking up. So like he got tears in his eyes and
what the
she
cause it
boiling.
was.
Yeah, so she boiling. And every time I see her, it's foot to neck. Every time because I know you can't handle it, so therefore I'm going at you. Now over the years, she's finally come around. She just understands that's me, so she deals with it. Cause like I told her, I can't dim who I am because you're sensitive. That's a
Facts.
you problem, not a me problem. So
Facts.
I'm never gonna dim me because you have a problem with withstanding what I do. Cause like I said, I have no ill intent when I'm joking. I'm
I
saying
might.
that's not my stilo. Now how it come off to you is how it come off to you. I can't tell you that your perception is wrong just because I don't agree with it. It just don't apply to me. So then I turn my CEO shit on, fuck you and how you feel, and anybody that got something they want to say about it, we can knuckle up. Cause knuckle you Buck is about to play, and I'm hoping that you choose Buck.
I'm choosing C murder. Take C
so
murder.
so but that's just my vibe. But like I said, that's any and every person that I deal with. I'm saying everybody gets treated the same across the board, and like you said, I try to mix people who are like minded, but I with certain people I don't mind bringing some folks into folds to where I feel like this may can strengthen them.
It can open up, right? Like no,
Yeah,
yeah.
because maybe just maybe that's what you need because
Mm-hmm.
when you hang around so many like minded people, it's hard to we feel like it's easier to grow when you always with like minded people, but there's
Yeah.
nobody challenging what we're thinking because everybody agree.
Right.
Not saying that you won't know yes man shit, but if me and CO, I know, okay, CO ain't gonna do a lot of talking. So either he with it or he not. Now I can't push myself to, okay, well, shit, if I don't agree with it, probably 9 times out of 10, he not gonna agree with it. Now there are some times that I say some shit and he be like, oh nah, bro, I'm with that. And I thought like, well shit, I won't with it, so shit. But 9 times out of 10, we're going to agree. So you think about it, we think about it with our brother Petty. Great scholar guy, things of that nature. So he brings a certain element that that some of us all don't have. So he's great for those things. I'm saying those different types of perspectives. Because like I said, you always want somebody in the group who may or may not always agree to what we say. Because like I said, the only way to really move forward is you got to have somebody at least give you somewhat of a devil's advocate. And we can't just force it just for the hell of it. You see what I'm saying?
And just because you disagree don't make you a hater.
Big
Throw that out
facts.
there.
But
Just throw that out
damn, I don't be knowing with you, bro. Cause like I said, bro, that particular day, and bro, that if you didn't feel like bro, this if you different, like this nigga, like he lost a parlay behind my man.
No, he was standing on it too. He was definitely standing
there.
on
Yeah,
it.
I'm speaking on it.
He was standing on
Bro,
it
bro, I just met that day, bro.
until the
said
last
my
minute.
man said,
Until the last minute, he was standing on that shit.
I
I
said
stayed
my
on it
man
the
is,
whole time.
I said my man is not budging one bit. I said,
No.
God, dog. I said, bro, what that
Y'all
man
keep
do to
talking.
you,
I
bro?
told them to take him out the top five. I just put the man in the top five 2 years ago. Don't let me take him out.
Right.
Nah, but
Oh man.
like we said though, the dynamic of a friendship and different people having different friendships always work out. Hopefully, hopefully, I'm not gonna say all the time.
Yep.
And just like I said, we just knowing that it's, certain people can, like you say, if you can't handle Dave, you can't handle Savage, no Diddy, and you probably can't handle the other motherfucker that's in the group chat neither. Because once we all get to going, of course we all know we can put down our phone for 10 minutes and come back and have 100 messages. No exaggeration. None.
No.
No. Phone be on fire. We look at why is my phone hot? Like, and it's 100 pictures, gifts. Like, you gotta have tough skin to really be around us. And with you, let me use you as an example. When I got to know you, and I'm like, all right, cool, boom, boom, boom. Just knowing you, one, because knowing you, because your wife told me about you. I'm like, he ain't nothing but a down south version of me. He's going to be perfectly fine. I'm not worried about it. And one, you set a precedence about yourself when you come into a group chat or a room. So people are not going to play around with you like they will with somebody else. Like we all say as men, there's certain words we don't use towards each other. We ain't gonna say, you know what I mean, certain things you just not gonna say. I'm not even gonna say. We know what they are. You don't use the B word. You don't invite another man to your private part. There's certain things you don't do as men,
For
and we
sure.
don't do that. And then if we are doing this in a joking manner, and that after a while, I mean, I would
Like
prove
I
it.
was
If you
about to
go a
say.
little too far too, and
I
you
was
gotta
about to
tell
say.
somebody, hey, yo, bro, you gotta relax. I'm not on the bullshit.
I was about to say. 'Cause I'm the
Yeah,
type.
nah,
I'll say it just to see reaction. But it's all a playful manner. I say it to get
yeah, but I'm saying
reaction.
it's all that playful manner though. Yeah. But I'm talking about some people say like, you know, like what? Nigga, what you say? What? Whoa. That don't belong in this sentence. If you're a grown man. So that's what I'm saying. Like, so at the end of the day, like we all, like you said, we find certain pockets and put certain good people in, and hopefully, relationships build outside of what I started in quote unquote the group chat. And a lot of them have. A lot of them have. I ain't gonna say they haven't. People talk to other people, and I'm like, oh, shit, I ain't even talk to niggas outside the group chat. Some shit I don't know. So, but nah, it's cool to have friends and start a business, and then you always got them fuck ups. It's natural. It's
Oh, for
natural.
sure. So, so as we've learned today, I'm saying, be mindful of who you do business with. Just because it's a day one, just because you've known them 10, 30 plus years does not make them the ideal person to do business with. Make sure I'm saying that y'all are aligned together on all fronts. Establish all boundaries in the beginning And when those boundaries are crossed, you either have the conversation or you dissolve it. There's no need for us to stick around, no need for us to become envious over something that couldn't be resolved. We've also learned through this today, leave the pleasure at home. If you don't want to deal with the conflict, tell you and your old lady, work different shifts. Because it's going to be some conflict. Because if you smiling in her face too long, or a man smiling in your old lady's face too long, it's going to be a conversation when you get home. And nobody wants to have peace disturbed when you at the crib. So that's been another episode of Legacy Over Ego. It's your boy, Mr. Have a Great Day on Purpose. You be safe, so I don't have to be dangerous.
I'm your boy DCO Cole.
Yes, sir. Legacy Over Ego, brought to you by the Rock Boys Network.
Till the next
This was a Rock Boys Network production.